What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Aydian here. Today we're going to get really crunchy. I guess actually we're gonna get uncrunchy, and we're gonna talk about lady. This is gonna be my awesome interpretation of this. Doritos. Kind of looks like a Dorito, right? I'll take it. I'd eat it. Okay, so if you have not heard, Lady Doritos is currently trending on Twitter. Apparently there was a commercial during the Super Bowl or something during the Super Bowl. I did not pay too much close attention to the commercials. We were a little more concerned with the food than the game that day. But apparently there's this thing that's going around called Lady Doritos. Is it real? Is it fake? What I do know is that apparently this is supposed to be like geared towards women. It's supposed to take your regular everyday Dorito and gear it towards ladies. Why does this sound really sexist? Because it is. Apparently the owner, she went ahead and said that they're not real. There's no such thing as Lady Doritos. One of the main reasons that everyone was so upset is because they're trying to like bridge the gender gap with food, which is really interesting. I want to dive a little bit more into the concept of why this is such a problem, and that's because the owner and CEO of Doritos, they went ahead and said that marketing for women versus marketing for men is different, and that they want to start creating items and marketing products more towards women. This is kind of sketchy for numerous reasons. The first reason that I feel like it's super sketch is obviously they were already marketing all their shit to men. To me, that's what they're saying. They were specifically marketing to men previously. The problem with marketing to only men is that it's kind of saying that men are allowed to eat junk food such as Doritos, and women really aren't their main target. Why are not women the main target for snack food companies to market to? I think we can go right into body image. That's because are men allowed to be different looking than women? You know, the whole joke is that like they're 77% less crunchy. They don't leave as much of the orange film on your fingers. Why are men allowed to be crunchy and obnoxious with their food and lick their fingers clean of all of the orangey junk, but women aren't? My biggest fear is that are we going to just straight up go to sexism in our food? Is that really what we're getting at? Is that what we're gonna go to? I bet you that if Doritos really does start marketing towards women, they're gonna be 50% less fat in these Doritos, and they're gonna be less crunchy. Maybe the bag will even be thinner and longer instead of wider and fatter. Is that what we're really gonna do? Is that what we're gonna start doing? Is we're gonna start marketing things for men? You can do whatever you want. You can have Mountain Dew and ride the slopes, and you can eat Doritos, and you can lick your fingers clean. And then for women, it's like, well, women, you know, you can have Doritos too, but they're not gonna be as loud, so you won't be as obnoxious. They're not gonna have as much fat in them, or maybe they're gonna have less carbs. And then my other thought is, if we go back to men, are the Doritos gonna now have like protein in them? Now you're gonna have protein Doritos so that you could build muscle? It's going right back into sexism. It's going right back into the concept that men and women are so separate from one another. Now, I'm not here to debate and say that men and women are exactly the same, because they're not. There's also this whole other gender gap that we're ignoring, which is non-binary people, or people who are more fluid within their gender identity. So what does that mean? I guess maybe you'll be able to determine how someone's feeling that day based on the Doritos. They're eating the manly Doritos and they're more on the male spectrum today, and if they're eating the female Doritos and they're more on the female spectrum today. Are we just continuously creating another divide within our communities? Men and women are not so different. They're not the same. I'm not here to convince you into that. But what I think we need to really get a hold of is that, what does it mean if we market food towards men or women? It is another way that society or big brands or big institutions will tell men, this is what you should like, and if you're a woman, this is what you should like. This is the biggest dilemma that we already have in the world, that we already tell men who to be and women who to be. And that's why it's so mind-blowing when people who maybe don't identify as male or women are shown in the world because people don't know what to do with them. They're like, well, you don't go in this category and you don't go in this category. Oh my gosh. And it also makes people who are men, who might want to eat a quieter Dorito or a less fat Dorito, feel less manly. Or women who want to eat a loud Dorito that gets cheese all over it, well, they're too manly now. Don't need marketing for women and marketing for men. We need marketing for human beings. End of day. That's it. You might see Doritos with 50% less fat, and they won't say it's marketed towards women, but I bet you women will be in the commercial, and I bet you that if we have Doritos with protein in it, I bet you the commercial's gonna be in some type of gym. It's gonna be like some gamer who then decides to start eating Doritos and gets all jacked up. And that's why I was like, are you serious with this? That's why a lot of people, especially women, are really pissed about it. Whether or not Lady Doritos is fake or real, what is real is that we have people who are directly trying to target genders through their marketing in a negative way. There's no difference between a man eating Doritos and a woman eating Doritos. That's it. They're both eating Doritos. What is the big deal here? And I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart because I love Doritos. They're my favorite chip. If I eat a chip, it's a freaking Dorito. Now I have to decide based on how I'm feeling that day if I want to be more manly in my Dorito eating or if I want to be a little more feminine in my Dorito eating. And that annoys the shit out of me. If it annoys you, drop a comment below. If you fell for the fake news as well, let me know what you think about this whole Lady Dorito thing. Alright, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more of this style stuff, hit the subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.